In this tutorial, we will be looking at the equation and graph of the conic section created by a plane that is parallel to the generator, also known as a parabola. First, let's look at how a parabola is generated in reference to the double-napped cone. A plane that is parallel to the generator of a double-napped cone will create a parabola. The equation for a parabola is y squared equals 4ax. This has a vertex at 0, 0. As with our other conic sections, though, we will be using the equation that includes h and k. For a parabola, this is y minus k squared equals 4a k minus h, where h and k are the locations of the vertex. Now before we go further, you'll notice there is an a in the equation. A represents the distance from the vertex to the focus, which we will not be learning about. So, you will be given a. Understanding how a affects a parabola may be helpful moving forwards. Here is a parabola where a equals 1. Here is an example where a is greater than 1, and here is an example where a is less than 1. While this looks like and acts similarly to horizontal compressions and expansions, it is important to note that it is not the same thing. Here is an equation of a parabola and its corresponding graph. From the equation, we see that the vertex is at the point 3, negative 2. Looking at the graph, we see that the vertex of the parabola is at x equals 3 and y equals negative 2. Here are 2 questions for you to work through. Press pause, and when you are ready, press play to see the solutions. What is the vertex of the following parabola from the equation? First, we compare to our standard form of the equation, and we see that h equals 5 and k equals negative 4. Therefore, the vertex is at the point 5, negative 4. Next, write an equation for the following parabola when a equals 3. First, write down the standard form of the equation. Next, replace a with 3. Then, find the vertex of the graph. The vertex is at x equals negative 2, so we replace h with negative 2, which gives us x plus 2. Next, we see that the vertex is at y equals 4, so we replace k with 4 to get the equation of a parabola in the graph. In this lesson, you learned about the equation and graphs of the conic section generated by a plane parallel to the generator, also known as a parabola. That the equation of this can be written like this, where the vertex is at hk and that a is a constant.